Hello, everybody. I wanted to talk about the Marvel's Ironheart show, which it is in fact 6 episodes. I absolutely enjoyed the hell out of it. It was really fun. Uh, I like I brought up in the past. I think a big reason why people didn't like it was the diverse cast. Now, people who don't like it are gonna right away say, "Oh, I'm not racist," or "I'm not a bigot," or whatever the case may be. But you had a mostly woman minority cast, black, Hispanic. You had a transgender character in the show, and I think that if there's a lot of people that don't like it, that's probably why, and it's a shame that people don't give it a chance because of that, or that judge it because of that. But it was a great show and a lot of character building. I thought the first episode of the last three was kind of a setup for like the last two. So I will go straight to the second episode of the night, episode 5. Riri meets what's his name? Jebediah Stain, or what was she calling him? John. Um, she met him after an encounter in the White Castle cheeseburger establishment, and she had a fight with him, but he let her go. He didn't kill her because obviously I don't think he's a bad guy. He was just manipulated by, mentally and physically, with augmentations that makes him basically do whatever this guy wants. So he doesn't kill her. She gets away, but her suit is destroyed. And um, the rest of the episode is her figuring out, what do I do? I got to get out of Chicago, telling her mom, and her mom says, "No, we got to stand here and fight and do what we got to do." And I don't know if it was in this episode or the next episode where she introduces her to the idea of, let's build you a a car. I mean, a suit, and she gives her dad's car to build a suit with. So then, the next episode, uh, the main crux of it starts out with showing you how, um, uh, what's his name? The guy with the hood got the hood, um, and with this guy with long hair and kind of a wizardy guy, and then he breaks into his dad's place and you know basically takes that place over, and he has Jebediah Stain is that his name? He has him as his like sidekick, but not on. He's controlling him. He's basically controlling him. So the next, like a lot of the episode is Riri and her friend who she cybernetically made into an AI, and her friends and family building the suit, including the magic girl that we met earlier. And because she says, "Why don't we make the suit magic?" I think her mom might have come up with that. Make the suit magic. So she makes the suit magic, and um, but then when she fully enhances it with magic, she loses her friend Natalie, the AI Natalie. And she's like, well, and after trying to get her back, trying to get her back throughout the whole thing, she finally goes over to the bad guy's lair, fights him. It's an epic fight. First, she has a little arc thing to do with Jebediah, and puts a thing on his neck, and it's going to basically disable the controls. of his augmentations. And she goes up, fights the bad guy, takes his hood, and then she goes back down, and it turns out to be the wizard guy, giving her a deal, and you're seeing all these flashbacks to things, and the last thing you see when he's like about to make a deal with her and put his hand out and shake it like he did with the original time he did it in the show, um, he basically says, "We got a deal," and you see that her friend Natalie comes back, but she's not an AI. You could touch her because this wizard can. But you find out who he is. He's Mephisto. I mean, isn't that like huge? Isn't that like that's like huge news for like Marvel fans? We're seeing Mephisto for the first time. So he's gonna. We don't technically know if she took the deal. We see her in the shop with Natalie, but that could have been just a what if scenario, a vision she was having, if you will, or a multiverse thing. We don't know if she actually took the deal. We never see her shake his hand. We see her kind of go over, but maybe she was going to, psych, nope, not taking the deal. But we don't know. We don't know if she took the deal. If this gets a second season, maybe we'll find out. Or if this ends up in the movies, maybe we'll find out. I don't know. But I heavily enjoyed the show. I really, really enjoyed it. And there was even a mid-credits scene, so stick around when they had that thing that scrolls around at the last episode that says, "Would you like to skip the credits?" Don't skip the credits, because right after that, there's going to be like a mid-credits scene, and it's kind of integral. I will not give up what the mid-credits scene is, but if you want to see a cool mid-credits scene, check that out. Yeah, really, really, really enjoyed it. I don't care what most of the fan base thinks, if they all didn't like it. I heavily enjoyed it. In my opinion, it was a great, great show. And what more is there to say? I just really, really enjoyed it, and I hope enough fans are watching this and loved it as much as I did, and are giving this show love, and aren't giving it the, oh, there's too many, black characters, there's too many minorities, Hispanic. I think there was even some Asian characters in his gang. There was a transgender character in his gang. I mean, you name it, they were represented. A lot of women in the cast. So I think that's if the show gets flack, that's why it's going to get flack, for the same reason that Acolyte got flack, which I love the Acolyte. I thought that was a great show, and it's actually getting a huge movement to try to get it to come back on the air on Twitter, and also Willow, another great show. And Acolyte got picked on because it had a minority and women cast. There were gay plot lines, and Willow had a gay plot line and a lot of women characters and minority characters and this, that, and the other. So I think that could have done the show in the end. But it's the world we live in. It's a world where Trump is president and hate is rampant. And our politicians like Trump and the MAGA Republicans are all making it status quo that it's okay to hate. And it's just bleeding into society. And even if like a majority of people like this show, the minority that are racist and bigots and that don't like women and minorities and the LGBTQ community, they are hurting the chances of these shows to actually succeed and do good and get second seasons and stuff like that. Now, there's another show I like, The Orville, which I don't think it gets picked on for that as much. It for whatever reason, it's not back yet, or it's not coming back. But I think that's a shame too, in itself. But that's a whole different story for a different time. But yeah, it's just the times we live in. We live in a time where there is no tolerance, there is no compassion, there is no love and peace and just acceptance of everybody, no matter where you come from, what you are, who you are, your what your heart says inside. Um, it is a shame. It is really a shame that this is going on in our world, and I feel like society's at a crossroads here, where even if we get a Democrat in there, who knows? I heard a guy on MSNBC say that people, other countries might not trust America for like 40 or 50 years down the road because of what Trump has done to this world, basically. And that's just the society that is now judging shows like The Acolyte, like Willow, like Ironheart, or even like The Orville to a lesser extent. I don't think that's the main reason why it's not coming back, but for whatever reason, a lot of shows are just being targeted for bigoted reasons, and I really hope that's not the case with this show. I really hope that fans are enjoying it. I haven't checked. I usually go on a Star Wars message board that I like, theforce.net. I like to check out what the fans have to say. I will not get heavily into people that don't like it. I will not argue with them, because what's the point? I'll just send out this video and I will tell the people what I felt, that I absolutely loved it, and that'll be it. That'll be what I do. Um, hopefully people loved it as much as I did. People watched it as much as I hope they did, and hopefully it does really good and comes back for a second season, and we get to see what happens to the characters, because I am really interested to see if Riri took that deal. Did she shake his hand? Did she shake Mephisto's hand? And also, wasn't Mephisto supposed to be wasn't he supposed to be, was he in one of the Spider-Men, like the second one with Tom Holland? Also, didn't they like recast him, or wasn't he gonna be the guy that plays Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr.? Am I wrong? Or I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of that. So anyway, that's gonna be it, guys. Have a nice day, everybody. May the force be with you all, and God bless. And hopefully you'll enjoy it.